Welcome to day 17. 17? 17 of Flavia not sponsored Whiskies of the Galaxy. Oh, welcome to KillCo Whiskey Musings. My name is Brian. And I felt like shit all day. Well, most of the day. But hello. Welcome, welcome. Five Finger, I saw you in here earlier. Welcome, 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 welcome. Let's get into it. I have a glass this time. Almost didn't. Almost like a minute and 30 seconds before our stream started, I was like, well, I should have a glass, shouldn't I? I had to go get one. Day 17. I don't know where it is. 17. 7. There you go. Got it. Oh, and I have to add the thing. I have to add the thing. Oh, yeah. And if anyone's wondering why I said I felt awful, because I got my booster yesterday and it kicked my ass again. Again, it kicked my... Okay. Kicked my ass. Let me set the poll up before I get started. Oof. Oh, my spine. Everything hurts. Let's see. All right. Pollage. For those who are here, what whiskey is it? What whiskey is it? See, I can type without looking at my freaking hands. Pinch hitter. Whiskey Lounge. Schwelcome. I still feel like death. Granted, I don't feel as bad as I did this morning. Because this morning and last night were the worst. I don't know why the last two vaccine things have been kicking my ass, but they did. This time not so bad, but it still was pretty awful. Pretty awful. And world. Boom. What whiskey is it? Dang. Zenbud Loesch, welcome. And yes. I don't know why. There's like a very specific time frame. So I get the vaccine. 12 hours later, instant something starts happening. And then the next 12 hours after that are just bleh. It's fine. And again, I have to tell myself constantly when I'm going through that is, it would be much worse if I were actually sick. So just deal with it. Which I did, so yay. But still, I feel kind of bleh. More so than usual. Ouch. Haven't eaten much today either. I had a muffin. Nobody cares about your life, man. All right. Moving on. We have day 17 right here. 40%. 40%, huh? I feel like they're going to throw something high proof at me tomorrow now. I don't know why, since yesterday was 40% as well. Yesterday was a very funny one, so make sure you check that one out if you haven't seen it. It was lovely and hilarious all at once. We're due for a rye. All right. Zenbud, I like that. I like that. Oh, let's see. The color. I got to pour it in the glass first. I am not all here. If you saw my Instagram story, it's just like, I don't know what's going on. Whoa. Go into the glass. I want to reuse these vials, but I feel like trying to get these stickers off every single time is going to be a pain. 24 of these that I can reuse to send out olive oil. But I'm not sure if I can get that done, since it looks like it would be a tremendous amount of work just to get all of those off. I'll try. I want to send a friend of mine 12 days of whiskey kind of thing, since he's still new, still trying to get into it a little bit. I am trying to bring him over to the dark side. Slowly, why am I looking at my phone? Slowly but surely. Okay, where am I? Color, color, color. Where are you? Boom, boom, bam, ba-dum, ba-dum, bum. It's fairly light. Strange enough. We're going to go right about there. It's in that between area where it's not quite orange amber, but it's not quite yellow. Color. Pale straw, honestly. It's not that bright. Actually, I'll just say gold. Doesn't look like straw. It's like tinged with the amber orange color. Clarity, it's clear. Sediment, nope. I want a sediment-laden whiskey someday. Viscosity is light because it's only 40%. And I can see the moon, by the way. It's a full moon tonight. So, ow! I'm just going to stare at the moon. That'd be really weird if I turned into a werewolf on stream. It's not going to happen, but if it did, that'd be pretty fun. I heard vinegar is a good destillator. You think, yeah, well, you never know. There could be a 40% rye out there at that color. Maybe. Moving on. Oh, and I hope all of you are looking forward to Sunday. I'm looking forward to Sunday because I'm going to have a guest. I haven't had a guest on in a minute. We'll see. It's been a time. All right, let's go into the nosing technique. I haven't really tasted or thought much about tasting or food or anything today, so I don't know where my palate and nose are at, considering what I went through last night. Hopefully it'll be fine. We'll see. But if I have no idea what this smells like or tastes like, well, we know why. Because I'm a fraud. No, because I feel like shit. Whoa! It was butterscotch. But a weird butterscotch. What the hell are you? Is my first question. Oh, that has a funk to it. What the hell? Wow. Okay. That is super funky. It's making me think of a barn or a stable, like a horse stable. That is super weird. This is not what I was expecting. It's got a medicinal note. Cough syrup. That kind of weird. If you've had cough syrup, you know what I mean. That weird medicinal thing where it's like super cherry flavored or grape or whatever it is, but still it's medicine. You can go, oh God, medicine. But also, hopefully, it'll make you feel better. My brain it's like, it smells brown. It's like, that's not a good thing, brain. What are you talking about? What's going on? That'd be fun if suddenly I started smelling colors. Great. Zen Mood, maybe we'll get a ride tomorrow. I'm still dumbfounded about how fast this is going. And how not completely drained I am from doing it. I really thought doing a stream every single day would murderize me, but thankfully that isn't the case. Yet. 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. I got a week left. 1 week left. We'll see. Oh, and before I get too far into it, I have to show you the not sponsored stuff I got today. Wherever the hell I put it. Okay. So when you sign up for Flaviar, I suppose, like my mother got me a year membership thing on top of getting the calendar. But I was able to get a Jameson Black Barrel through the service of delivery. And where's the other one? Ow. Remember this one? This is day 4. Starward Twofold. This is an Australian whiskey. It's got a big dent in the bottom. But I'm looking forward to this one too. And this is the one that was what, 40%? 40%. Wheat and malted barley. These are the two that they had as options, all right? When you do sign up, they say, hey, here's 5 bottles, or 6 bottles, whatever the hell it was. And it says pick 2. So it's not as if I could have gone through all the stuff they carry and been like, I want that one and that one. I would have picked the most expensive ones, of course, but they give you a small option list, and then you pick two, and then they send it to you. It took a while, and they should have showed up yesterday, but I was not here. And being what it is, you have to be 21 to sign. Although I didn't sign today. I didn't. Someone else did for me down the hallway. The maintenance guy. And thankfully, because I was feeling like death this morning. It was awful. DMC. Hello. Welcome, welcome. Moving on. Be sure you get the poll done. I need input. I need data. Data, however you say it. This is one of the... I'm scared of this whiskey. It's giving me some real funky vibes. It's like a weird butterscotch note. I just thought of dirt. So it's got some serious earthy, hay, horse stable weirdness going on. I don't think I've smelled something like this in quite a bit. Like, out of the ones we've done so far, the 16, there's nothing that has been like, hi, bleh. This one, however, has done that. And at 40%, which is the surprising part for me. Blah. Ooh, you can see that sounds glorious. I didn't even know those existed. Nose. Man, the nose is such a giant category. Intensity is 4. Because as soon as I got this close to it, I was like, wow, hi. Age smells a little bit youthful. God, it's so weird. Barrel, new oak, grain. This has got to be some kind of funky corn. Corn, malt. The rye and the wheat I can't call yet. There's no smoke. But I will say light. I'll say light smoke just because this is so freaking weird. Spices. Alright, let's go for spices. New leather comes to mind. I see leather, but this is like a new leather, which smells kind of weird. This has got a heavy earth. Like, all the notes I'm getting in here are very earth forward. Not so much spicy, not so much sweet. Speaking of sweet, there might be a touch of vanilla. Butterscotch, yes, but it's a really funky, weird butterscotch. Excuse me. Ugh. I'm sitting up. I got up. If you're wondering, these are moose. These are not reindeer. Moose. Mooses is... I'm not that festive, believe it or not. This looks festive, but it's a moose. It's not a reindeer. Anything else for sweet? Other than this weird butterscotch note? Cereal. Honey Nut Cheerios kind of cereal. Floral. God, I hope there's no flowers that smell like this. Oh, wine. Ooh. Ooh. There could be some weird, funky wine in this. I don't think they would do that. Like, considering what I'm leaning towards what it is, I don't know if they'd finish something like this. But I wouldn't be surprised if they did, since this is such a funky, weird adventure right now. Oof. Fruit. Let's see. Not really. Hold on. Sorry. At best, I would say lemon zest. That's a stretch, considering there's all this other stuff in the way. Sulfur. I usually don't go over this one, but considering... There's got to be some kind of weird sulfur note in here, but I don't know what. Don't know exactly what they'd categorize sulfur as. One of these days I'm going to make my own list. Someday. Once I get more of a general idea of what I can pick up on, so I don't have to use this all the time. Someday, when I function, so that'll be never. Okay. I was looking at sulfur, but I wanted to make sure something. So peat. Although there are no peat notes that I can tell, peat is usually pretty apparent, but there's something weird about this, which is why I want to say medicinal. Maybe even iodine. God, that'd be weird. As far as earth notes, good gosh. Barnyard hay. What did I say before? Earth. Forest floor. It's getting less and less aggressive, we'll say, as I've been doing this. Again, if you just showed up, make sure to vote on the poll. Very important. I need input. And again, all you get to know is what I'm saying and how it looks and the percentage. I'm still weirded out of the percentage, by the way, considering it's 40% and it smells this weird butterscotch thing. That's the nose. How much time I got here? Okay, I'm doing okay. God, it takes me so long to do anything. Here in the nose. On to the palate. Fun. Terrified is what we're saying. Ugh. DMC says, what act? Oh. That was donated by Zen Boot, actually. It's an older one. Where'd it go? Oh, let's try to move some stuff around. Normally it would be over there. This is Act 8, Scene 3. 49.3%. Some hefty stuff. Does seem appropriate to have it out at this time of year. It's a favorite of mine. I don't remember if that is the one that's the favorite of mine, but when I went to Irene Tan's store in 2019, I believe it was, that was the first time I tasted a Midwinter's Night's Dram, and I enjoyed it thoroughly, so I'm very thankful for that gift. That way I can savor that for the next 50 years. It'd be weird if I lived another 50 years. And I'm pretty sure the whiskey wouldn't last that long. I'm waiting until he looks at his watch as if it tells him anything. Well, winter solstice, I want to have a big old pour of that on the winter solstice, which I believe is coming up soon. Soon. I don't know when. 23rd? 20 something? Hold on. Now I gotta check. Otherwise my brain will not let that go. And it's gonna bother me. Christmas Day. Wow, I have way too many reminders. And if you know why, it's because I can't remember things. Ever. Nope, it's definitely not that day. Alright, let's see. Here is man check cell phone. In real time. Whoa. No. I'm looking at days where I'm going to suffer. Christmas Eve. No. Christmas Day. No. I don't see anything. Oops. Nope. Where is it? I know it's coming up. Of course, there's a possibility I don't have it in my phone at all, so that would be funny. Okay, either way, the winter solstice is coming up soon. I'm going to have to figure out what day that is so I can have the whiskey on that day. I'm actually surprised it's not in here already. Whatever. Oh, where was I? Palette. That's why I'm stalling. I'm scared of this. The 21st. Thank you, Zenboot. I could have Googled it, but I swore I had it in my phone. 21st. Oh, there it is. I don't have it as a day.
Something went wrong. Please try again.
She's listening. Shh. Thank you. It is the 21st. On the 21st, I'll have to pour that Midwinter's Night Graham. Okay. Winter is coming, yes. Yes, it is. Soon. Jesus. All right. Cheers to all of you, and let me know if you're having anything in your glass right now. I believe, as usual, Trev is going on later, as is ADHD Whiskey, but I, again, don't keep track of everyone else because it's impossible for me to do. I'll take a peek real quick. Because if Trev's not going on, I might go for another hour. No, he is. Whew, good. He's going on Blind Fight with Drums and Bands. Hey! Cool. I haven't seen him in a hot minute. Maybe I'll pop on. Say hello. What else is there? Yeah, ADHD Whiskey. I don't know what the hell he's doing, but anyway, I'm looking forward to that now. I haven't seen Drums and Drams on in a while. He's got stuff, reality, in the way. Here we go. I'm not looking forward to this, by the way. Couldn't tell. Not great. Oh, it's burning. How is that burning? Again, oh. And it's just like medicine. The medicine I don't want. All right. The texture's okay, considering. Thank you, Pichetter. Tell them KillCo sent you when you go. They won't care, but you know, it helps. It helps me. It makes me feel better. God, this palate is weird. I'm gonna have to hold this on my tongue, and I really don't want to. I'm thinking of weird things like chalkboards and erasers. Like a chalkboard eraser, not like an actual pencil eraser. Ah. And there's not much there. That's the weird part. It's just kind of... It's flat. You know, there's not much to it. I feel bad since I don't know what this is, but it is not for me. This... No, I can't even say this would be good for a beginner thing. Not at all. Not even a little bit. This might put someone off from drinking whiskey, considering. Bourbon. That son of a... that lovely gentleman. Oh, it still smells funky as hell. What is this? Homemade eggnog with Knob Creek rye. Oh, my God. Give it to me. I had some eggnog this morning. I'm a nut. Mr. Great Shot. Cheers. Welcome. I'm a psychopath. I make coffee in the morning and add eggnog to it because I'm a maniac. And because I have eggnog. If you don't like eggnog, good. More for me. Oh, I should rephrase that. I get eggnog from a local dairy every year, and it's some of the best eggnog I've ever had. Not the, giant corporate eggnog. Why? I haven't had a whiskey like this in a while, where it's just blah. It's not sweet. It's almost bitter. It's leaving this weird dry note. There's a little bit of prickles there on my tongue. Oh. Carl Mack, cheers. Welcome. Welcome. We are going over probably one of the weirdest whiskeys in this entire thing thus far. Mr. Great Chat, yes it does. My big thing is I am incapable of having milk in my apartment. I will forget about it. It lasts maybe a week. It always goes sour, so eggnog is a little more robust, and that'll last a little longer. And I like having eggnog. I'm not gonna lie. Oh my goodness. This is going to be really hard, because one, I don't like it. Two, there's not a lot to it. It's really weird. The nose isn't, like, aggressive. It's this weird, funky, barnyard hay, strange, bizarre butterscotch thing. But the palate just goes... it's flat. The texture's okay. That's the weird part. The texture's okay, but the rest of it is just... bleh. Flavia, what have you done? Carla Mac, I can tell you only what I know. That's the color. It is 40%. It smells like a barnyard and a weird kind of butterscotch. The taste is not great. It's bitter, it's dry, it's a little bit spicy. There's a little bit of like a black pepper thing going on. But, not the best. I'm curious to find out what this is just so I can avoid it, you know? I don't want to say anything negative about any whiskey, but this is not for me. You feel like a really funky, weird sort of whiskey. Maybe you'll like this. And again, 40% immediately turn off. Probably not the right phrase to say, but you know what I mean. It's not, I'm not looking forward to it when it says 40%. Nothing against them. It's just not my thing anymore. Maybe early on it was. John McGill, we don't know. I know a little bit about it, very little, but you know nothing, and all I can tell you is it's really not great. Per my palate, you know, someone might really enjoy this, but oh gosh, wow. Yeah. Oh, it's so weird. It's so weird. I can't get past how weird it is. All right, moving on. Moving on to the rest of the palate here. Get this over with so I can find out what this is and avoid it. Flavor is pretty much bitter. It's not sweet. That's the strange thing. No. Why? Why did someone say this was good? Why did someone let this be a thing? Blah. That's what this is doing to me, making me just go blah. Oh. I am so sorry, Mr. Whiskey, or Mrs. Gender neutral. Whiskey. I am so sorry, whiskey that is in my glass. Blah. Not a fan. Possibly a dump, which I haven't done in any of these flavor jar whiskey things so far, but I feel like I need a palate cleanse with a high proof whiskey right now. Ugh. Pinch hitter, yes. Yes. I agree. An example is yesterday. Like if you weren't here yesterday, I got a bottle. Oh, no, I didn't get a bottle. I had a whiskey that I liked a lot at 40%. And I couldn't figure out why it seemed so good. And then at the end, when it was revealed what it was hilarious. I was laughing. Oh, wait. Oot. God damn it. I don't remember how to say your name. Oot. Miss Massey. Hello. Schwelcome. Good to see you. Don't be sorry. You arrive precisely when you mean to. Everyone's here when they can be. Is what I like to think. I don't get angry about anything. If you're here, great. If you're not, it would be better if you were, but you know, whatever. That's life. There did have to be one of these that I wouldn't like. I was hoping they would all be kind of interesting, but this is not great. So the flavor is kind of bitter. Maybe a little salty. Maybe. Oh, why did I just do this? No. I keep getting distracted by the moon, by the way. If I keep looking like that, I'm like, it's a nice full moon. I want to run out into the field naked, screaming at the top of my lungs, but that's typically how I feel anyway. So, what? Sorry, where was I? Proof, low. Body, light. There's not much to the body of this at all. It's not great. Sit up, you. Oh. All right. And for those of you who just arrived, I did get my booster shot yesterday, and it took me out for most of the night / morning. So I am a little more lethargic than usual, which is saying something. Oh yeah, be sure to like and subscribe and bell. The YouTube overlords demand your thumbs. I'm sorry. It's not me, it's them. They want the thumbs. And it can be either one. I mean, I have a preference, but pick your poison, folks. Oh, oh, the texture. Oh God, the texture. The texture isn't that bad, really. It's not creamy. It's fairly light, but it isn't watered down. It's a little bit viscous, a little bit. There's got to be some kind of oils or something in this because it's not as flat and weird as it tastes. Zenboot, how dare you? There you go. Story time. Hello. My goal is just I don't have a job. This is the job, and that would help every month, but it's just to help me pay bills and get out of debt. That's it. Unlike many other YouTube channels, I do not have a day job. I have a crippling mental illnesses, numerous ones. It keeps me from doing a lot, like having a day job. I can't work as others. I don't work as other people do. I don't function in that way. So that is it, just for now. Sometimes I do charity fundraiser stuff. I have one coming up into February that I'm thinking of. Nothing's happened yet, but for the most part, it's just to help me out with all the regular daytime life stuff. Ugh. But if you think about it, see, I haven't had a job in 10 years. And when I was working, I was making about $200, $300 a week. Maybe. And it was a shitty job, too. It was factory work. Ugh. Damaged my hearing, by the way. Because I was sitting next to a very loud machine for 8 hours a day. But thanks for asking. I'm always happy to answer questions like that because my reality is very different from most people's reality. So that's just to help, you know. It feels like a lot to me to say $1,000 a month, and it is. Like, I don't expect to hit that goal ever. But considering what other people might make every week, I have no idea. I've always lived in the little poverty line. And I'd like to not be in the negative, mostly. Someday, when I'm awfully low, when the world is cold. Sorry, where were we? Texture. Yeah, the texture's weird on this one. It's kind of light, but it's still got this oily, really residue-ish thing. Balance. Does any element dominate? Yes, it's gross. Mm. There's a tinge of sweetness, but it's gone. Don't say hot browns. I can't get those around here. Oh, they're good. I've only had one. There's a lot of salt. I noticed that. Very savory dish. But a hot brown was good. I get that again next time I'm in Kentucky. Does any element dominate? Irish is good, especially at this time of year. Actually, I always think of Irish as a spring thing, but that's just a defaulted St. Patrick's Day. But I'll drink Irish whiskey whenever. It's great. I'll drink some after this as a palate cleanser. To have a good 40% whiskey. I feel so bad. I don't like saying something's not good, but I have to remind everyone it's my personal taste. So maybe you'll like it, but the only way that you'll know is if you try it yourself. And that's really what I want to promote, is getting people to try more different kinds of whiskey. Thus why I'm not KillCo Bourbon Musings or KillCo Irish Musings or KillCo Scotch Musings. It's just whiskey. All of it. From around the planet. Those hot browns are good for you. Well, technically, it's food. But I have a history of high cholesterol and high blood pressure in my family. I don't think I have that problem, but gotta be careful. So the element that dominates is kind of this weird, bitter, salty residue sort of thing. It's not great. I don't like it. All right, finish. Finish is actually long. I've been sitting here talking to you for a minute or two, and it's just staying, which I think makes it worse. I don't like it even more because it's clinging to my tongue and I can feel it just sitting there, like a residue, like a film on my tongue. Do it, Zenbu, do it. I'm tempted to do that too. Maybe that's something I'll do in, was it March? I'll go through the collection of Irish whiskeys I have and see which one I really like. Try and do a blind or something. Trying to blind myself is not easy, but I've done it before. Might be able to do it again. Complexity is 2, and it's not a good 2. It's just not very complicated because most of it is just blah. I do not like this. Sorry, whiskey, I don't. You disgust me. No, I mean, it's not for me. Whatever this is, it's got a weird, funky note. Does not smell good. And the palate doesn't help. Why did I do that? Ugh. Okay. So I'm done with this. I don't know about you. Let's close the poll. Everyone who's voted, make sure you vote. You got 7 seconds if you want to vote in the poll. Poll is being closed. Thank you everyone for participating in the poll. I do appreciate it. Helps me do the stuff. Ending poll now. See what the numbers are. I do not like this barnyard tram. I do not like it, Sam I am. True, I do not like it. Ugh. Carl Mack says, my favorite Irish is Red Breast 12 cask strength. Might be my favorite whiskey overall. It's flipping awesome. Yes. Here's the thing, Carl Mack. I really like Red Breast, just overall. I bought one of the stupid expensive Irish whiskeys from them not long ago. Stay tuned for that one, whenever I get around to it. But the last year's cask strength, the most recent one I bought, was not my favorite. I don't know why. I don't know what it was, but it did not compare to the one I remember having 2+ years ago. I don't know what the hell is going on with that. Cobb Whiskey, you're welcome. Hello, sir. Oh. All right, here we go. Got to set up my scanner majigger. Get rid of this palette thing because it's in my way. There we go. Professionalism with the hat here. Here's the book. This is the book that came with Flaviar, Whiskies of the Galaxy. I'm going to make sure I don't pick the wrong one. All right, 17 coming up. Make sure I don't accidentally see something because I did that once already. All right, 3, 2, 1. Oh, well, that seems appropriate. Oh, man. Ugh. Oh! Well, that explains a lot. Good God. No wonder. All right. Here we go. Let's see if I can scan this in without hurting myself. Come on now. Whoops. This is so overly complicated every time. Focus, you son of a bitch. Focus, camera, why? Why you no focus? Why must you hate me? Why? It's right there. Just focus. This is the part that drives me crazy when I do this, by the way. It's your favorite part, I can tell. Man gets angry at scanner majigger on phone. On the plus side, I know why this whiskey seems so weird now. You know, let me show you first. That's probably the first thing I should do. So, appropriately named, this is something called Rogue Spirit's Dead Guy Whiskey, American Single Malt. Blah. That explains it. American Single Malt. Oh. And here I thought it was I was guessing with the corn, just because I knew it was from the USA. I was assuming it was a bourbon, but holy shit, the taste and the palate of this. No. No, no. Oh, come on, we need to get the details. Details. Oh, come on. It almost had it. I swear to all that is unholy. Just do it. It's right there. It keeps focusing in and out. And this is supposed to make it easier for me. It doesn't. Screw it. Hold on. I put this away. Get on with it, because sometimes that works just fine. Sometimes it makes me go absolutely insane. Ugh. Mike Franklin, schwelcome. Bourbon Brawler, cheers, schwelcome. I look down for all of a minute and like 10 people show up. Booyah, vote American whiskey. Yes. Again, the only thing I have about it that I know before you do is it says product of the USA, which is why I was assuming it was a bourbon, but holy shit, it did not drink like any kind of freaking bourbon I've ever had in my life. It was not good. You'll excuse me for a moment. I will get to the Flaviar webpage on my phone. I don't know why I'm using my phone since I can just use my computer, but I have a lot going on with both screens right now, believe it or not. Believe it or do not. Tracking stuff. Nope. There we go. Flaviar. Flaviar. Not sponsored. Ugh. I want to find out more about this just to know what the hell this is. John McKellen asks, is this the one with beer malt? I don't know. But holy God. Holy Jeebus. Blech. Ugh. Hold on, I gotta go back. Dead guy whiskey, yeah, definitely. Awful. Feels like someone from the dead came back to make this. Ugh. It's zombie whiskey, yum. Crap, I already forgot the name. Yeah. Ugh. Dead guy whiskey, gross. Rogue spirits, there we go. Rogue indeed. Ugh. I would say this is certainly off the beaten path. And not in a good way. Come on, Flaviar. There we go. Got it. All right. Here we go. I'll give you... Really? Okay. This is what it looks like on Flaviar. Again, not sponsored. Come on now. Here we go. 7 out of 10 stars. How? I mean, some people probably like this. $50. Sorry, $49.99. Ugh. Add to my avoided all cost lists. And here is their flavor spiral. Malty, honey, vanilla, coffee, smoky, caramel, orange zest, cereal, and nutty. Blech. Didn't get half of those. On to the about section. I really don't want to read this, honestly, because I just don't like it. And there's going to be a lot of bullshit pun stuff in here. Despite the name, this guy's alive and kicking. The Rogue story begins with 3 friends opening a small craft brewery in 1988. 1988? What? They were searching for a proper place when founder Jack Joyce found himself stuck in an epic snowstorm in Newport. Newport where? Like Rhode Island? Because I know where that is. There he ran into local legend Mo Neum, famous for her clam chowder restaurant chain. Where is this going? One thing led to another. That's vague. And Rogue found its new home in the Nice Lady's commercial building. So long as he promised he'd keep an old-school black and white photo of her sitting naked in a bathtub, stuck right above the bar at all times. Well, I'd do that. You can't make this stuff up. But ale and lagers weren't enough. No, sir. Here we go. They soon branched out and started distilling whiskey and gin as well. These guys aren't playing when they call their stuff handcrafted. They grow their own grains, brew and distill, as well as age and bottle everything on their own. They even have their own cooperage. That's cool. The dudes at Rogue are perhaps most known for their Dead Guy Ale. Aha! Here we go. And this whiskey is its distant, boozier cousin. It's just as true to their from scratch mindset. Wow, my brain. As the rest of their lineup, though. Dead Guy whiskey, then, is based on the aforementioned notorious ale's wort. And if you ask us, this is the way to use it. As you'd expect, the wash is brewed in their next-door brewery. It's then pot distilled, after which it spends at least 2 years in New American oak barrels. What comes out after a bit of necromancy is a pretty lively fella for a dead guy. I mean, it's interesting. The story's nice. I wonder what that picture looks like. But it's like a miss. Sugar Kitty, hello, welcome. I like the idea of taking beer wort and turning it into whiskey, but so far, from the very few I've ever tried, it usually just misses. It's a nice idea, but it just... No. I can see why this is from a beer thing. It's got this weird funk. It just doesn't. There's nothing about it I like. Oh. Ugh. Reading chat. Well, I mean, if you want to try it, go ahead. But I wouldn't recommend buying a bottle anytime soon. I'm all for beer. Like, if this was a beer, if I got to try this beer compared to this, maybe I'd like it. But if it's hoppy, if there's anything that's really in the way, I feel like there's something in the way with this one. Because it just gives this weird funk and just the palate is nothing. At a higher percentage, maybe it'd be good. Or at least have more to it, but this is just... It's drinking beer bathwater is what it is. That's the feeling I'm getting. That was the thought that just went through my head. This is like drinking beer bathwater. Doesn't make any sense at all. Not really. Kinda. I mean, it was wort, but ugh. Details. Category, American whiskey. Country, United States. Region, Oregon. Or Oregon. Distillery, Rogue Spirits. Age 2 years, so it is young. Style, single malt whiskey. There are very few American single malts I've run into that I like. Alcohol, 40%. Oh, maturation, New American oak barrels. Black. Tasting notes. Color, light gold. Yes. Nose. Starts with honey and grassy notes, as well as some cereal smokiness. Caramel and citrusy notes. Think orange zest. Oh, I thought it was lemon zest, but that's me. The palate. The honey is ever present on the palate. Oh. Continuing to malty and vanilla notes with smoky overtones. There's some coffee and caramel in there as well. Yeah, like bad coffee. Like if I had a coffee that tasted anything like this, I'd be like, well, this is shit coffee. Finish. The lingering finish is sweet and malty. The honey returns with another hint of nuttiness. The palate, I'll give it the palate. It is long and it won't go away. And that's not good for me. Well, there you go, folks. We've run into the first Flaviar Advent / Galaxy thing that I just don't like. I do not like this at all. I don't even want to drink any more of it. I'll probably dump it, being honest. Ren asks how I have Stranahan's. I don't think so. Part of the reason I make videos is so I can remember what I had. I can just look it up. But Stranahan's does not sound familiar unless I had it as a sample. Which is a possibility, but that one doesn't ring any bells. Rogue Dead Guy is a dancing skeleton. Well, that's not surprising. What is that? I need some Lukendills? Red Lager? Lukendills? Chat is scrolling. I love it. Well, that's a great shot. Again, don't take my word for it. Everyone's palate is different. If you see it at a bar or something, or a whiskey bar, you can try it. Or, I mean try it. Like say, wait, can I have a taste of that? I've heard about it. Just a taste. And you get to taste it if the bartender's nice. And, oh, rabbit. Something just happened. Mr. Bearcat, thank you. Happy holiday. Thank you. I appreciate that. The goal is slowly moving. We're at 25%. This is probably the highest it's been ever. But then again, I've only been doing this for a month. So there's that. I did this. I started doing this goal thing as of the middle of last month, maybe, when I was not around at all in Kentucky most of the time, for a whole week almost. So there was no chance of that goal getting done, and there's no chance of this one getting done, really. But again, I make a very large amount, like $1,000 is a lot of money to me, just because I never expect to hit that goal. But I appreciate everyone who donates to my not being in crippling debt and not being able to work a normal job. We're still trying to get that sweet, sweet YouTube revenue. Someday. I keep saying that. Oh, God. The thing that sticks so bad. I wonder if I could improve this somehow. Probably not. I can improve it by pouring another whiskey into it and murdering it with the other whiskey. Scott Pigsley, cheers. Welcome. How'd I do for time? Oh, man, I did awful. Granted, I don't feel as rushed with this one when I have my usual, 7 to 8 slot. I don't feel like I have to power through it. But I also was stalling a lot because this is not good at all. I'm very likely going to dump this. I feel really bad about that, but I'm not going to add eggnog Zenboot. No, that would not improve anything. The Pub, my favorite bar ever. That sounds like a nice place to be. You can literally say I'm going to the pub. There you go. Done. Whew. Oh, hello. No one wants to see the horrible green color of my chair. Thank you very much. God, 14 days until this goal is over. 14 days until the month is over. How did that happen? Good grief. Oh, God. I have a whiskey right here, and I don't want to drink it. That's a terrible thing. Terrible, terrible. But it's had to happen, as I said. At some point, you got to run into whiskey you don't like. Most of them I do. Up until this point, there were 16 whiskeys I found interesting. But this one is just not for me. I blame the fact that it's an American single malt, and I have not run into many American single malts I like. I think there's this one. This is probably the only one I like so far. And this one is, that's it, pretty much. It's a peated single malt from Crowded Barrel. I think I have 2 of these. I enjoyed that one, but I'm also savoring that one because I only have very little of it. Huh. A week from now, it's Christmas Eve. Exactly, Sugar Kitty. So that's me. I got 7 more of these to go. Ugh. Ugh. Why did this have to happen on the day I really felt like crap in the morning? Is my question. Like, because of the booster shot, I was in rough shape up until about 3 p.m. when I was unconscious for most of the night / morning because I was not functioning. Scott Pigsley said we had a bar called the Library where I went to school. And I was always telling my parents I was on the way to the library. There you go. It's a good idea. Huh. Oh, God. One more. Like, this is the kind of funk I don't like. I'm realizing that now, of course, now that I know what it is. But it's a malt funk, and I don't like it. I don't hate anything. Hate requires a lot of energy, but it's just not it's not good. Like, I don't get it. For me, this weird malt funk grossness, it smells like a barnyard. Not a clean barnyard either. Like, you can almost smell the manure. No. Bleh. Why? Why, Flaviar? What did I do to you? It's because I said it was not sponsored in this one. That's what it is. It isn't. Oh, God, that's so bad. I'm going to dump this one. I hate saying that. I really do, but it's true. I do not like this one so much that I'm not going to drink it. I'm going to pour this out. I'm not even going to reuse this glass. I'm going to clean this glass out. I'm going to get a different glass. I'm going to drink something really nice. Like one of my fancy bottles. I don't know which one, but something. Oh. Scott Pigley, Monkey Shoulder is also one I don't like that much. I drank a whole bottle of it, but I'm pretty sure I used it as a mixer early in my whiskey journey because Rex and Daniel from the Whiskey Vault recommended it so highly. I just bought the bottle, brought it home, even got a certain store to get it. I went to a little local store. I'm like, do you have Monkey Shoulder? And they're like, no. And I was like, well, could you get me one? They did. It was expensive, and it was not good, per my palate. Some people love it, but me, no. Well, Zenboot says there's 50 Stone Highland style malt from Portland, Maine. Can't recommend it at all. Yeah. Ugh. Push that to the side and get a good pour. Yes, I shall do that. But I'll wait until the stream is done. We're about over. We got 4 minutes left. I'm just gonna stare at this and just be like, why? Blech. Yeah, Carla Mack, I get it. Ugh. DMC, get that eggnog. Do it. Don't drink too much. That kind of heavy creamish stuff can really mess with you. Ugh. I guess the question is, what should I pour to clear my mouth out? Because this is a lingering, long finish that just will not go away. Oh my goodness. Ugh. How do I fix this? You know what I'm gonna do? Actually, I'm not even sure if I want to do that. I was tempted to open my Jameson Black Barrel. I think I did a video of that already, but I know what I'm gonna do. I have my Andalusia bottle over there, right here. Pour a little this one out. This is sweet, delicious, triple distilled. It's basically an overpowered Irish style whiskey. It is so good. As you can tell, I've enjoyed quite a bit of it already. I'll pour a hefty pour of this into my next glass. Oh, I'm going to enjoy that, because holy crap. I mean, if you want to do something, at least do it like this, please. I'm reading the back. Yeah, classic Irish distilling. Double distilled, malted barley. Like, this is how I want malted stuff to go. Is this delicious, sweet, amazing, just, you know. But not. Don't do that. It's not. I mean, you can, but I've made enough mistakes in my life, you know. And that's still an option. If anyone's ever wondering, if you want to donate $1,000 in one go to this channel, I will bottle chug something. But it has to be $1,000 in one go. And I made it like that so that'll never happen, in case you don't know. Ugh, good God. I'm going to enjoy this, though. This is going to be my little saving grace for the night, because felt like shit this morning, got to try a whiskey this evening. It was not good. Actually going to dump it. And this will be my saving grace next. I'll probably pop into Trev's channel, say hello. Say hello to Drums and Drams. Haven't seen him in a bit. Hopefully he's doing well. It's good to see him again. Make sure to tune in for Sunday, where we have a mystery guest. Tomorrow I'm going to do my usual whenever of the next one, day 18. Oh gosh, it's got to be better than this one. If it isn't, I'm just going to be real sad in my soul. We'll see. Oh, we have, how much time do we have left? 1 minute left. All right, folks. Thank you for being here. Thank you for hanging out. Thank you for chatting. Thank you for doing the poll. Thank you for just everything you guys do. Again, this is my job, if you want to call it that. And it's been a real pleasure to actually do a stream every day and actually have people show up, because I was really expecting nada, because this is intense and I always do it at the random time. But tomorrow's Saturday. Maybe some people will pop on and do stuff on that day. I'm going to move this out of the way. We're getting closer to the holidays, so I'll be a little more festive as things go on. With that said, I can't even like use that to cheers out. So I have some water here. So as always, live long and prosper. Don't forget to be awesome. And I will see you tomorrow / out there. And I have to do this thing. Boop. Thank you for joining me on KillCo Whiskey Musings. You can find my social media and Patreon in the links below. Be sure to like, subscribe, and I'll see you next time.